Alrighty, here we go. First watch party of 2025. Although it's already streamed and it was on before we even went live. How's it going, Holy? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well today, dude. Glad you're here. Supernova. It feels like a supernova on my screen right now. It's a big white screen. I'm being flashbanged. But yeah, let's jump in on the Xbox showcase, see what's happening. I know Ninja Gaiden start because I wanted to make sure it wasn't just a podcast of people yapping. But yeah, here we go. No spoilers. If you know what happens already, I don't want to hear it. Wait till the end. Wait till the end. All games are in development and do not represent the final product. Okay. All games available on day one. Yo, Game Pass. When are you gonna realize you're not relevant anymore? Anyway. Wait, did I just hit mute? All games support Xbox Play Anywhere and Xbox. At least I can pause things. Xbox Cloud Gaming and buy once. Play on Xbox consoles, PC, cross saves, cross progression, blah 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 blah. Enjoy the show. By the way, happy Final Fantasy Rebirth Day for PC gamers today. By the way, it's the 23rd. One shot every time they mention Game Pass in this. Well, we're already losing. 3 shots in, isn't it? Peggy 18. Where's the Peggy 18? Guys, I think this game's at 18 related. I think this game is rated R and 18 plus. Is anyone getting the idea here that this game might be for an 18-year-old plus? Like this is for an adult? Just an idea. I don't know what it is, but I mean, you know, there might be a bit of misunderstanding here. Six. Does that say 46 games or 46 games? Consider yours as M rating there. It said rated R though. Dude. There's more production going into this than the actual like flipping. This is how I'm gonna make a video of me reacting to things that's playing in the game, and it's all just with this music going. Yay! Xbox, let's go! Anyway. Oh, Doom, Compulsion Games, stand for interactive. Please stand by. Spoiler alert! Spoiler the games. Microsoft, look, guys, we're still relevant. This is the Ninja Gaiden. I like Team Ninja. I will be honest. Outside of Stranger of Paradise, I like Team Ninja. They're doing the new Ninja Gaiden game, right? So.
今日は皆様にジム忍者が長く大切にしてきたアクションシリーズの新情報を発表できる機会をいただけてとても嬉しく思います。早速ですがこちらをご覧ください。
It's back, guys. It's Koei Tecmo Team Ninja as well, which is
several years ago.
You might,
the Dark Dragon,
I might be interested, you know.
Dragon gods wreaked havoc across the world. The plot was ultimately thwarted through the efforts of a sole ninja. However, the Dark Dragon's husk remained, and from this husk fell an endless downpour.
It's the city from the Matrix.
Rain. The abandoned Tokyo continues its struggle against chaos to this day.
Always chaos, man.
Infiltrated the facility. Commencing mission.
It's always chaos. It's always. Oh damn, dude! Brutal.
No escape.
I like that. This looks fun.
You're open. Weak.
The parrying, oh man, that looked fun.
This is it.
Ryu Hayabusa.
Whatever your clan is.
That was so
Whatever your
amazing.
clan is plotting.
I have to re-go back on that. Ho, 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 ho.
So you've come,
Sorry.
Raven.
Fuck off, Hayabusa. I will execute my mission.
I'm gonna be real, that looked good. I gotta say that looked good.
世界中の町人の皆さん、10年以上大変お待たせしました。
I was going gagged.
最強の忍者となり、容赦なく襲い来る敵に挑むハイスピードアクション、忍者ガイデン
It better be
の最
hard.
新作
All
と
I'm
して、
saying
忍者ガイデン
is this
4
better be a
発表さ
hard
せていた
game.
だきました
Ninja Gaiden historically is a hard
本作
game.
はプラチナゲームズさんとの協業で開発を進めています。
Better not
プラ
just
チナ
be
ゲームズ
fun
さんのアクション
gameplay.
ゲー
I'm
ムというジャ
talking
ンルにお
like
ける実績は言うまでもなく、ベヨネッタやニアオートマタなど素晴らしいアクションタイトルを生み出してこられました。忍者ガイデン4というタイトルを10年以上の時を超えて新たに皆様にお届けするにあたり、より多くの方に新鮮な気持ちでプレイしていただけるよう、
So,
新たな
yeah,
世界を
it's
新
the same
主
as-
人公であるより
What
多
do you say
く
about
というタイト
Nier?
ルを
Smart Ninja Gaidens are
10年以
all.
上の時を超えて新たに皆様にお届けするにあたり、より多くというタイトル、素晴らしいアクションタイトルにおける実績
Platinum Games, no need
は
to.
言うまでもなく、
Yeah, I thought
ベヨ
so.
ネッタやニアオートマタなど素晴らしいアクションタイトルを
Bayonetta, Nier
生み出してこられました。
People who
忍
made
者ガイ
those
デン4という
games
タイ
like
トルを10
Bayonetta
年以上の
and
時を超
Nier
え
really
て
fun are
新
in
たに
this.
皆様にお届けするにあ
made
た
this
り、
game as
より多くの方に新鮮な気持ちでプレイしていただけるよう、新たな世界を新主人公であるもう一人の町人ヤクモで冒険するという形で制作することにしました。先ほどご覧いただいた映像の中で竜はやぶさも登場しておりましたが、彼は今回も物語に密接に関わってきます。なぜヤクモと戦うことになったのか、竜はやぶさが戦う目的は何なのか、本作の物語の中で展開していきます。
任務は必ず成し遂げる。
So you got the real Ryu. Hey, yeah,
物
that's
語
so
は
cool. They got real
黒
Ninja
竜が
Gaiden
もた
in
ら
it.
した
though.
正気の雨によって荒廃した首都東京が舞台となっています。この雨は黒竜がまだ生きている証であり、雨が止まない限り東京に安寧は訪れません。今作の新主人公であり、はやぶさと対をなす
I think I want to
カラ
play
ス
this.
一
I'm not
門
gonna
に
lie.
所
I
属す
think
るヤクモ
it
が
looks really good.
首都東京で黒竜を倒し、この世界を晴らすため戦いに身を投じます。
これまで忍者ガイデンシリーズで描かれてきたダークでハードな世界観は継承し、
Hardcore
そこに
atmosphere.
さらに危機を感じさせる要素として呪いやより混沌とした景観のデザインを取り入れています。
So the game's hard, is what you're saying, right?
ステージプレイ中に街が呪いの影響を受け、ビルは崩れ、道は歪み、ヤクモをピンチに陥れることでしょう。舞台となる東京はとある出来事
I
によ
haven't
って
played
街
Ninja
全体
Gaiden
が崩
since
壊
like
し、魔族
the
や
Genesis, so-
ヤクモと敵対する勢力がひしめき合う状態になっており、環境全体がプレイヤーに牙を向くように感じられるはずです。
Dude, I love the look of the game. It just feels like what modern
前
Ninja
作よ
Gaiden
り
would like.
立体的に自由度の増した危険に満ちたステージを忍具やシリーズおなじみの体術など忍者アクションを駆使して乗り越えていくことになります。レールアクション、スイングアクションなどのダイナミックで爽快なシチュエーションを多く追加しました。これら以外にもさまざまなシチュエーションやチャレンジ、隠されたアイテムなどを用意しており、ステージが進むごとに上がっていくテンションにも驚いて
Challenges,
いただ
hidden
ける
items
と思い
waiting
ま
to
す。
be discovered. There's exploratory options, so you can explore as well. The original Ninja Gaiden's in it. Oh man, I love it, dude. I just love it, dude.
新しい主人公のヤクモは竜はやぶさに次ぐ新たな町人です。彼にはまだ若さも残っていますが、 カラス一門を背
So
負
a
う
fresh
天才
story,
忍
but
者で
still
も
has
あ
the
り
original character.
忍者外伝シリーズにおける忍者の頂点竜と肩を並べる次世代の超人たり得る人物としてデザインしてい
Oh,
ま
that's
す
awesome, Gag.
そんな
I
役
think
も
they
の前に
remastered
立ち塞が
Ninja
るのは
Gaiden as well.
荒れ果てた
And that's
東京
due to
の
release.
治
They
安
showed
維
it
持
at
組
Game
織で
Awards,
あり
didn't they?
黒竜の封印を守る竜神島や現世に蔓延する人ならざる者妖魔そしてもちろん
I can't wait for people to
シリーズおなじ
say
みの
they've
魔
made
人
this
も
like a
登
Dark
場し
Souls
ます
game. It's too hard, and
ま
like
た
Ninja Gaiden
現時
was
点で
always
は
hard.
公
What do you
開
mean?
していませんが
Ninja
新た
Gaiden
な
's
キ
the
ャラク
original
ター
Dark
や
Souls
シリ
game.
ーズファンの方に喜んでいただける人物も登場しますので続報にご期待ください
It looks like you need to learn the mechanics to be able to play the game, and I think that's
目
going to
に
be
も止まら
important.
ぬスピードで敵との攻防を繰り広げることができます。
It just looks so satisfying to kill enemies in this game.
さらにヤクモが使える新要素結節忍術ヌエの型を駆使したダイナミックな攻撃によってこれまでから大きく進化した1対他の戦闘を可能にしました。ヌエの型ではこれまでの忍者ガイデンにはない広範囲かつ一撃必殺の攻撃となっており多勢に無勢の状態が長く続く戦況を一気に覆すことができます。もちろん1対1の戦闘における比率も健在です。プレイヤー同様敵もガードや回避をしてくるため緊張感のあるフェアな戦闘を味わうことができます。敵の動きをしっかりと捉えながら一瞬の隙を逃さずに攻撃を仕掛けていくことが重要です。ヌエの方によって忍者ガイデンのアクションの味わいにさらなる進化を感じられるかと思います。
特にアクションに関しては手触りバランス調整など細部にわたり日々議論させていただき会社の垣根を越えた密なやり取りをさせていただいています。本作の主人公であるヤクモは竜とは一味違うアクションを有していますがその中でもしっかりと忍者ガイデンらしさを感じていただけると思います。例えばカラス、ヌエ2つの型があるという点がヤクモの
Yeah,
大
it
き
does
な
feel like
特
they
徴
tried
です
to
が
capture
それらが持つ
Ninja
多
Gaiden
彩な
but
性能のアクションを用い
in a modern
て
game.
敵や
Just from
状
looking
況
at
ごとに使い分ける攻略の深みや滅却、絶技
Although
な
the
どを
music's
絡め
probably going to
た
be like
抑揚あるスピーディーな攻防などはもちろんヤクモでも健在です。
ヤクモと竜ハヤブサはそれぞれがかなり異なる個性的な遊び心地になっていますの
He
で
plays both characters.
さまざまな戦闘バリエーションを楽しむことができるようになっています。
They both have different styles as well.
ヤクモそして竜
I
ハ
love that
ヤブサの
move,
双
dude.
方
That
で
is so
支
fun to
援
do.
イズナ落としなどシリー
That's
ズ
a
おなじ
Naruto.
みのア
They
クシ
do
ョン
that
も
in
駆使し
Naruto,
つ
bro. If you think Naruto, you know what I'm talking about. Where he grabs him and spins him on the ground and does that.
新アクションを織り交ぜた新しい忍者ガ
I
イデン
thought
に
I
ご期
recognized
待
that
く
move.
ださい。
That's Rock Lee, mate. That's Rock Lee's move.
忍者ガイデンシリーズに色濃く残っている歯ごたえやグレードの高いアクション体験の継承、さらに我々プラチナゲームズの特徴であるスピーディーなアクションやダイナミックな演出も取り入れ
Incorporating the speed and dynamic from Platinum Games. Yeah, when I thought Platinum Games, I got
作り上げるべ
excited.
く総力を挙げて開発を進めております。
容赦ない敵とのいかなる攻防にもフェアに戦える手触りをヤクモでも目指しています。皆様に進化した忍者ガイデンを触っていただける日を楽しみにしています。
シ
Have
リ
you
ーズ
got
フ
a
ァンは
release
も
date
ちろん
for
の
this
こと
bad boy?
忍者ガ
So I
イデン
can
を初め
maybe
てプ
fit
レ
it
イ
into
する
this
方
year?
で存分に楽しめる作品になっておりますのでぜひ発売をお待ちください。
長年にわたってプラチナゲームズさんと共にまさに忍者のように潜んで忍者ガイデン
Since
4
we
の開発を進
stealthily
め
get
て
it, you look at it. It's been many years since we stealthily, like ninjas, teamed up with Platinum Games. That's a good one. That's a good
で
one.
プラチナゲームズさんと共にまさに忍者のように潜んで忍者ガイデン4の開発を進めてきましたがついに発表することができて非常に嬉しく思います。2025年秋に本作を皆様にお届けできる
Fall this year, so autumn, so like October.
のを楽しみに
So there could be our October game if Expedition 33 comes out in summer.
して
Hopefully.
います。続報にもぜひご期待ください。
Please don't clash. This would be what I'm playing for the GTA 6,
さ
guys.
て
Alright.
本日お伝えしたい発表はそれだけではありません。
One more
こちら
thing.
をご覧ください。
What? This is the old one, right? They're remastering Ninja Gaiden 3?
My path leads through the land of the dead.
And thus the sun sets on the Dragon Ninja bloodline.
Genshi, go back to hell.
All paths before me are cruel and arduous. Our time has come.
This is like their test game before they started Ninja Gaiden 4, I imagine. 2? Oh, 2! Okay.
忍者ガイデン2のオリジナル版は2008年に Xbox360 で発売し、バイオレンスな表現とハイスピードなバトルを皆様にお楽しみいただいた作品です。今作忍者ガイデン2ブラックではオリジナル版の表現に立ち戻り、アンリアルエンジン5を用いてグラフィックを大幅に刷新、忍者ガイデン2の完全版として開発いたしました。美麗なグラフィックでお楽しみいただけるのはもちろん、リュウハヤブサに加え、綾音、もみじ、レイチェルもプレイブルキャラクターとして登場します。そして本作は本日コンソール、PC、そして Xbox ゲームパスでこの後すぐに発売となります。忍者ガイデンシリーズを長年応援いただいている皆様はもちろんのこと、本日忍者ガイデンを知っていただいた皆様も忍者ガイデン4の発売前にぜひ本作をお楽しみください。今年はチーム忍者創立30周年の節目であり、本日発表させていただいた忍者ガイデン4を含め2025年は忍者の年、イヤーオブザ忍者となります。ぜひ忍者ガイデンシリーズの展開にご注目ください。本日はありがとうございました。
It's on everything. It's on everything. Oh, they said actually put PS5 on there. That's actually kind of crazy. So either Xbox didn't realize that. What do you mean wishlist today? Oh, they mean Ninja Gaiden 4. So either Xbox didn't realize that they made this trailer for everybody and they just put it on here, or yeah, how's it going? Thank you for the 69 bits. Good to see you. Or they just don't care, you know. Parkour! Okay, you can have that. Hope you're feeling better today. Yeah. I know you weren't feeling very well yesterday. But yeah, Ninja Gaiden 4 looked awesome, dude. And they remastered Ninja Gaiden 2. That's kind of awesome. That game looked sick. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want to play that. That looked really good. Especially when they got the devs from like Nier, Automata, and Bayonetta. Because that gameplay looked really fun. And I hope it is different. Like, I hope it is still challenging, you know, as well. So yeah, looking forward to it. We may. I know it says that every game I look at a trailer, I'm like, oh, kind of want to play that. But I think that's a game I definitely want to try out. So you're feeling better. I'm glad to hear that. That's awesome news. We're just checking out the Xbox Development Direct. Developer Direct showcase that was on earlier.
Hi, and welcome to Compulsion Games here in Montreal, Canada. At our studio, we care about world building, and we treat the setting almost like a character of its own. From the magical noir of contrast to the alternate history of We Happy Few, we draw inspiration from the landscape to shape mood, drama, and intrigue. For South of Midnight, our third-person action-adventure game, the story and characters bring a folkloric Deep South to life.
Remember this trailer?
This gave us a chance to explore Southern Gothic themes with a dark fantasy twist. So while our protagonist Hazel is at the forefront of our story, it's the macabre elements and larger-than-life creatures that will leave a mark on her journey and growth.
Is this the game that struggles with frames on every time they do a video of it, and we're not sure if it's going to play bad in the game or if it's meant to be like that?
Up out there. Did you pack everything?
Mama, this ain't my first hurricane. I know what to do.
As long as you didn't forget the
flashlights and batteries.
I'm not convinced unless it's a feature of the game and there's a reason behind it and they need to explain it as soon as possible. Because I swear the frames like were struggling there. The FPS dropped there as well.
We wouldn't be rushed if you didn't.
Don't mumble. Speak on it.
I said we wouldn't be rushed if you didn't waste all that time at the shelter.
That's part of the game then.
You want to bring this up right now?
I'm just saying.
Hazel, please.
We might need some help. I might need some help. While you're out helping everybody else.
Hazel!
Oh, no. Hazel!
Hazel may start her journey as a typical 19-year-old, but disastrous events will push her into a darkly magical world where she'll learn who she really is and how to tap into weaving. An ancient magical power that redefines her trajectory in life.
Yeah, it's part of the game, 100%.
The land itself chooses
I
Hazel
feel like they
as
need to
a
address
weaver.
it so that we know what it is.
Someone who can
You know, you all know these people are.
chooses Hazel as a weaver. Someone who can see beyond the surface and tap into a deeper reality, the grand tapestry. Weavers can see the fabric binding our world, connecting people, nature, and echoes of the past.
Keep those hands to yourself.
Hazel can perceive both the mystical strands and stigmas in the world. Through her newfound power,
I like the art
she
style, by the
reweaves
way.
these
I like the
stigmas
art
and
style of the
mends
game.
the afflicted creatures she encounters.
As Hazel discovers
I think
her
the stop
power,
motion thing would be
the
a-
world
not a fan
gradually
of that.
shifts into the surreal, revealing that creatures from the old folktales actually exist.
You up here. My salvation.
Among them is good old Catfish, the storyteller who becomes both the guide and companion to Hazel across the game.
It ain't every day I hear about a new weaver such as yourself. Would you kindly do your
I don't get
weaving
it though.
thing
It's
and
like
help-
there's like I'm liking the character interaction. I like the art, but like there's like some of it is like sometimes it doesn't do it. Sometimes it is doing it in the same scene.
me down.
Meeting Catfish marks the true beginning of Hazel's journey. All of Hazel's
Gameplay would be
arsenal and
fine,
powers
cutscenes not so
are
much. How's it
designed
going, Dave,
around
friend? Good to
textile
see you.
crafting and traditional spinning wheels. Her weapons include a spindle, 2 weaving hooks, and a distaff. Her magic abilities manifest with
We got more Grinch?
supernatural lace-like patterns, blending the traditional craft with mystical elements. Hazel engages with the world through a variety of movement abilities. Those abilities also help Hazel progress on her journey.
Yeah, thank you for the
As her
315
journey
stream stream.
unfolds,
Thank you for being every
Hazel
day.
will
Appreciate you.
master
Yeah.
new
Glad you're
weaving
feeling better.
abilities, using them to traverse the world, conjure objects, and confront adversaries.
Combat is about understanding and adapting to different enemy archetypes known as Aints, the manifestations of corruption Hazel encounters.
These haints trap Hazel in combat until she unravels them, destroying them in the process.
Each Aint has its own unique moveset, strengths, and weaknesses that you'll need to learn and adapt to. For example, the slug burrows on the ground and unleashes devastating strikes from afar, while the Ravager closes the distance with chilling speed. Hazel can counter these threats with agile melee abilities to execute powerful combos,
The
jump
gameplay
attacks,
seems fine.
and charge attacks. But close combat is risky and can backfire because Aints have powerful defensive abilities. Mastering your
Doesn't seem very
magical skills
punishing.
become the key to
But not every
gaining
game needs to be
upper hand in
punishing.
combat.
It's just a my
Push,
mindset.
pull, and weave are some of the spells at your disposal.
Yeah,
that
I
give you
agree.
a
That's
tactical
exactly how I feel
advantage
about it,
during
Mushroom.
fight. Timing is everything.
The gameplay interaction
Pull
is
distant
great.
enemies close to start melee combos. Push them back to
Yeah, happy
interrupt and
Rebirth
stun their
PC day.
Then press the advantage with follow-up strikes. Spells interact uniquely with each enemy type, creating dynamic
Couldn't even get my
combat
poster up for the day though.
scenarios, especially when facing multiple
Ran out
types
of
of
time.
opponents at the same time. Once near death, enemies
Basically,
can
I lost
be
my hammer.
unraveled, breaking their core and setting them free of their corruption, which has the added benefit of providing boosts and reducing ability
I lost my hammer,
cooldowns.
alright?
If you play your combos right, you can enhance Hazel's combat readiness and keep on chaining her abilities. As Hazel progresses in the game, she unlocks new moves and improved abilities, and you'll have to decide which areas to prioritize.
Here's the thing.
Upgrades will change how you approach combat, like enhancing area of effect attacks, or refining push and pull skills to improve precision and make them feel more rewarding.
It feels very Kana.
The combat system is fast and responsive, built around chaining attacks, lending
I'm
precise
looking at this
strikes and
interface and this
unraveling
gameplay and I'm thinking Kana was kind of the same.
Mind if I take a look around?
You can see every place old Molly
But
terrorized and
I
more.
prefer the look of
Now
Kano.
for the low price of $1.
I think the
In
game is
Hazel's
great
search
though.
for her mother, you'll explore
Apart from
multiple
the stop
regions,
motion effect.
each
I-
ruled by a
I don't
mythical
get it.
creature with their
Don't
own
get that
Southern
direction.
Gothic history. You'll gradually uncover
think
the
a lot of people have
backstories of these
problems with it, though.
beings, once human or animal, who were transformed by tragedy, their secrets waiting to be discovered. As a
design of
weaver,
the
Hazel heals these
world and the
creatures by
enemies are great,
collecting
though.
fragments of haunted memories.
It's a
We
skill
call these
tree.
echoes, which
In
reveal each creature's
2025?
past. Hazel must experience these echoes before she can mend them.
What kind of person would do that to someone?
We design each region to reflect the creature that's been doomed to wander it. From the atmospheric environment to unique music themes composed for each one. While not all encounters lead to direct combat, Hazel will need to face mythical creatures in epic confrontation before she can heal them. Our boss encounters and gameplay sequences also reflects the uniqueness of each creature, with distinct mechanics that center around a specific thematic.
Iframes? What's
These
that?
encounters feature multiple phases that ramp up in complexity. As the encounters progress, the musical theme builds up, cranking the tension alongside the
The
fight.
music gets better in the game as you play.
Whether it's Two-Toed Tom
I'd enjoy that
or
interaction.
Hugging Molly, each of these larger-than-life creatures is inspired by Southern folklore and lead to climactic battles.
We got a long journey ahead.
South of Midnight unfolds as a hero's journey, and as Hazel, you'll travel through a tapestry of Southern-inspired landscapes. From abysmal swamps to flooded farmlands to the Appalachian peaks. In our magical South, decaying buildings reclaimed by nature stand moments away from a hungry Rugal. And as Hazel delves deeper, reality bends ever more toward the fantastical.
The history, landscape, and folklore of the American Deep South fill our world, and our team has infused the game with thoughtful details and environmental storytelling, like our bottle trees and haint blue porches, which are said to ward off evil spirits. The weight of the past emerges as central themes, which you can see through old abandoned buildings and businesses struggling to survive. As you explore, you'll meet locals who stayed behind even in the face of a hurricane.
So I'm the last person left here. All those damn haints. This part of the river's filthy with them.
Artistically, we're staying true to our moody compulsion signature style. But this time, we're using a handcrafted approach inspired by stop-motion animation, which allows our team to bring a distinct personality and tone into every prop and character. Because this folklore is open to visual interpretation, we embrace the freedom to reimagine these creatures and their stories, to adapt how they look, and to craft our own version of a fantastical Deep South.
No, they did address it. It's intentional. That's fine if it's intentional. It's part of the experience. Maybe when you play the game,
to craft around central themes.
maybe if when you're playing the game, it makes more sense when you're doing it. Looking at it from the outside, and maybe not. So,
Such a unique
if it's part of the direction, then I don't have an issue with it. I'm glad they're sticking to their guns. People could be like, throw their arms up about it, and then
pre-orders are
change
now
it. but I
available
don't
on
think that's-
Xbox and Steam.
And PlayStation, right? Actually, I don't think this is on PlayStation yet. So I won't get to playing that anyway. People compose.
Bonjour everyone.
Bonjour.
We are Sunfall Interactive and welcome to our manor. We are a small studio based in Montpellier, France, working on our first game, Clair Obscur Expedition 33. It's a turn-based RPG set in the fantasy version
I
of
thought
late
it was
19th century Belle Epoque France.
Here we are.
Our grand adventure in game development actually started as a solo passion project. I wanted to create something like the JRPGs with turn-based combat I grew up with and loved, but that fully leveraged the latest tech, refresh the genre with new features.
He's one of us.
And
He played old school JRPGs like us.
Place in a compelling world. I knew I needed help to realize my dream. First, I turned to a programmer I knew would get it.
Guillaume and I started trading ideas right away, and that quickly turned into trading files back and forth. Soon, I was creating the first prototypes of the reactive turn-based system, combining real-time offense and defense element, and
I
a
love the look of
cinematic
this game, dude.
camera system. Things really clicked when we tested the first version of those features. We felt we had something both challenging and fun.
As Tom and I went back and forth and iterated on game elements, a vision started to come together, and I shared it with an old friend from university.
Guillaume and I are both passionate gamers, and when he described the project,
Keep a straight
I
face.
quit my job the following week and joined the team without hesitation. Because I believe that in video games, success always starts with a strong creative vision.
True.
And we had that, defined by 3 core elements.
Story.
A story with great emotional depth.
Gameplay.
That innovates on the classics we love. And a world that is completely
The world
original,
building, yeah.
beautiful, and immersive.
They're the 3 things I
We
care
found
about,
it some
dude.
fun
They are
interactive-
the 3 things I care about in every RPG. Story, gameplay, and world building, dude. They're the only 3 things I generally look for. And he literally named it instantly the same time
On
as I was
these
saying it.
tenets, a group of friends with a shared vision and
Small
the drive
team
to
made
make
this game, by the
something
way.
Great.
Look at it! Look, they're barely in like 2 rooms.
This too is your legacy.
How's it going, heroes?
Core to every great RPG is a compelling story. And Guillaume and I spent 4 years intensively developing and refining ours. And that started with the hook. 67 years ago, a massive slumbering paintress and a monolith appeared with no warning. Once a year, the paintress wakes and paints a number on her monolith, and everyone who has passed that age is erased. Every year, that number ticks down, and everyone dies younger and younger.
So if you're older than 33, you're dead. Well, 07 chat, it's been fun.
Expeditions depart to kill the paintress, determined to fight until their final breath, but none have ever returned. Our story follows Expedition 33.
Expeditioners, we honor your dedication.
Guillaume and I knew early on that we didn't want to focus on good versus evil. What's interesting to us are people who, yes, are flawed, but who care deeply about each other. And conflicts arise because they have different perspectives on what needs to be done.
I'm sorry about earlier.
We wanted our story to feel dark and mature, with adult characters who feel like real people with real experiences.
Thank God! I love it when you get actual adult characters in a show, you know, in a game or something, or a show, and it's like you don't like, you know, they're not. These aren't like 18, 17-year-olds. It's nice to have like a bit of maturity in the characters, you know. That's what I liked about 16. They weren't like fresh out of school, you're like young 20s. They were actually like, you know, Clive was in his 30s when you're during the core gameplay.
Feel like
there's a bit of maturity around
to
them.
feel dark and mature, with adult characters who feel like real people.
Target
with real
audience.
experiences.
Nails it to the target audience.
Missing something that everyone else just gets.
Gags is the game I've been waiting
is
for
about
this year. It's
overcoming
the one I want
an
to play the most.
existential threat while struggling with loss and grief. And it's rooted in the characters' relationships, both to each other and to themselves.
What are we gonna do, huh? Tell me. What are we gonna do?
In a world like this, how does
What
one
are we
stay
gonna do?
hopeful or make peace with their fate? What duty do we owe to each other or to ourselves? These questions are deeply personal to me, and they permeate the story behind the story.
Know that Lumiere fights with you. Tomorrow comes Expedition 33.
The characters all have their own motivations and perspectives. Gustave and Lune are deeply invested in the expedition, even if they fight all the time. To them, the mission is tied not only to their family, it's central to their identity and purpose.
Protocol doesn't cover
There's
every contingency.
There's
You know that.
Contrast that with Ciel, whose darkest days have already happened.
What are the stars whispering to you? Actually, I'm the one whispering to them. It's something my dad and I used to do.
And Maëlle, who cares more about really living her life, not just living longer.
Gustave, are you real?
It's not all dark, though. Along the way, they meet various colorful NPCs and recruit Monoko, who is a friendly but kinda bloodthirsty philosopher and a fully playable character. He has a really cool battle mechanic where he can turn into the enemies he defeats.
What are you
Turn into the enemies you defeat.
Foot! Aha!
Foot.
He's very, very old and has seen many expeditions.
The
come and go.
music, dude.
He is a Jet Troll, which are a group of playful beings who view battle as a form of meditation. They're fun and sort of ridiculous. You'll meet
Sort of
Monoko
ridiculous.
and many other gestures across the game. And of course, there is Esquier, who is one of the oldest and lore-wise the most powerful creatures in the verse.
Esquier is that powerful?
He will be your mount and help you travel to secret corners of the world. If you bring him back his special stones, you can unlock abilities for him to access new areas of the world and find exciting secrets.
Is he your airship? How's it going, Dark?
Everyone has their own reason for joining the expedition, and each of them has their own story arc and resolution that we think players will really connect.
This game is going in the direction I've been hoping that it is the entire time.
In addition to a strong
Music.
narrative, we had a clear vision for our own take on the genre's core gameplay. Our reactive turn-based system takes the traditional turn-based battle mechanic we love and adds real-time reaction.
Dude, I love this look at this gameplay, dude. It looks so fun.
Greater intensity and dynamism.
Modernized and
During enemy turns,
turn-based.
You can negate all damage by dodging or parrying at the right time.
You can dodge and parry as well. That's
Balancing
crazy, dude.
turn-based with real-time
I am playing this on day
mechanics
one,
took
yes.
a long time to get right. During initial playtests, turn-based players often found the real-time elements too hard.
Hey, they've got my
Some of us are
monitors.
still traumatized by enemies from back then. We've done a lot of rebalancing since, and with a lot of iteration, we ultimately came up with a formula that we're proud of. Players who are good at real-time can take more risks.
Dude, look at this. It's such a small studio. I want to point out that this is such a small studio. Like, this is a small studio of people who loved old JRPGs, who grew up to things like, I think the inspiration, I think one of the things, one of the early things I mentioned was that Chrono Trigger is one of their inspiration games, you know?
And others can counterbalance with items and strategies. A big part of that formula lies in the many ways
Final
you can
Fantasy, Chrono Trigger, they love Square game. Everyone here loves Square, by the way.
customize your character. We spend a lot of time designing each character's unique mechanics and their custom skill trees.
It's like an
Our
8 for the team of Final Fantasy 16 has made a kind of bet game.
philosophy is making every type of playstyle viable so that everyone can have fun with how they play the game.
Yo, look at this
Each
tree.
character
Wait.
has We spend a lot of time designing each character's unique mechanics and their custom skill trees. Our philosophy
They've got their own skill trees and mechanics.
is making every type of playstyle viable.
Look at the menus, dude. They look so cool. I love the menu as
so
well.
that everyone can have
Like all these stats and stuff. It feels like almost like an ARPG element at the same time.
fun with how they play the game. Each character has a unique mechanic. Melee switches between stances which can ultimately boost defense or power. I personally like to make Mel the protector of the group, but I'm pretty much the only one at the studio who plays her that way. Most people play her as a glass cannon with Gustav's complementary skills.
Who's most people?
The characters can also equip hundreds of passive effects, which
Early
in our
access,
game
I'll take
are
it.
called
I'll play it
Lumina.
for you. I'll sell it.
Every character has more than 20 unique skills in their skill tree and hundreds of passive
Holy
effects.
crap. The
Every
customization is crazy.
Character has more than 20 unique skills in their skill tree and hundreds of passive effects. They can gain through Lumina and weapons.
Oh, that's like Final Fantasy 9 thing. You know, we have like probably like a limit of numbers. I'm looking for it. Available points. And then you know, like in Final Fantasy 9, where you have like a certain amount of points to use and you can select the passive abilities, that kind of ability.
So there are
oh,
tons
it's
of
like old
builds
school
and
Final
playstyle
Fantasy. A
to
lot of old
explore.
school Final Fantasy did that.
Needless to say, we can't wait to see how you choose to play and what kinds of build you'll design that we probably never even imagined.
And there's different ways of playing the game. Like customizable builds.
Our story is set in the French fantasy world, and I was really excited to design something unique. Every level has its own color and texture identity. For example, the Gestural Village is an early area in the game where players can enjoy a fun break. We wanted something that feels chaotic, grungy, and toy-like. It's basically a bazaar. Everything's disorganized, chaos everywhere, huts are
Chaos
unsafe,
again.
built without much thought. It's a place where anyone could fight you at any
The
point.
music sounds amazing,
which
by the way.
pretty much
If this is
what
the music
Gestrals
from the
are
game,
like.
it sounds amazing.
The Gestural Village is hidden inside the ancient sanctuary. The ideas here were forest, labyrinth, and sentinels. I designed it as a vibrant place, like an old graveyard of Gestrals, or forgotten wooden toys in a box, with two main colors, red and white. I wanted to make it feel cozy, hidden from danger. with traps and labyrinths in case enemies get in. Same process with the characters. Minoko came in a single concept. I thought of a monkey-like body, white fur with a black and red flat mask.
Ladies, could I?
Ow!
Definitely a gestural.
For Eske, we needed a cuddly companion to take us around the world. I thought instantly of a giant inflatable balloon and old Victorian pillars
That's
with
the
many
airship.
intricate motifs. We start with the core themes and ideas, and the visuals grow organically from there.
From the very start of the project, there was one thing that we absolutely wanted to bring back from older JRPGs. A feature we really loved, but is very rare these days. A completely 3D and navigable world map. Yes, we've got a world map.
World maps are back, baby! Let's go!
Real challenge to create, both artistically and technically. And it ended up a lot bigger than we expected.
Dynasty Warriors just did that, actually. Dynasty Warriors did that, actually. You know. Who else brought a world map?
You'll definitely need Eske's help traveling around.
It's a full-on world map, though.
We're super happy with the result, though, as there's a lot of side paths and entire hidden levels. If you want to fight the toughest bosses of the game, you will have to explore. Good luck.
Thank you. Challenge content, super bosses, sounds like to me.
We've poured our hearts and souls into this game for the past 4 years. That's why we're delighted to announce that Expedition 33 launches on April 24th on Xbox Series X and S and is available day one with Xbox Game Pass.
Oh my god, April! April the when?
And is available launches on April 24th.
April 24th, chat. So, from no matter what happens on the stream in terms of planned content, April 24th, for however long, we'll be playing Expedition 33. Heads up.
On Xbox Series X and S and is available day one with Xbox Game Pass. You can already wishlist the game and follow us for more info.
We are super excited to invite you into the world of Expedition 33. We are a small, passionate team, it's our debut game, and we can't wait for you to discover our story, our world, and our take on the turn-based genre. On behalf of everyone at Sunfall, thank you for joining us.
Thank
Tomorrow
you.
comes.
Dude.
Demain viendra.
Tomorrow comes.
Demain viendra.
Demain viendra.
Tomorrow comes.
I don't care about Game of the Year stuff. I really don't. I just want there it is at the PS5. They just can't say it out loud. So I have not felt this excited for a video game in a very long time. Remake was the last time I felt that excited for a video game. And I'll be honest with you, it was because it's Final Fantasy VII. This is a completely like clear, fresh RPG that I felt this excited about. You have no idea how excited I am for this game. Like, it's insane. When I first saw this, the first trailer for this, I was like, this is the one. This is the game that I want to play. Everyone's like talking about Metaphor, and I was like, this is the game I want to play. It just looks so good. Everything about it just looks so good. I can't wait. And I have all the faith that it will live up to expectations. I know I'm giving myself a big expectation on it, but I'm super excited. April 24th, chat. Anyway, Doom time. Get the slam tunes out. Mick Gordon, project. Wait.
Hello, and welcome to Dallas, Texas, home of id Software, where more than 30 years ago, a small team of game developers.
Wait, id. I'm not talking smack about Metaphor. I just like everyone was super excited about that, but when I saw the trailer for Expedition 33, I didn't care about anything else. That's basically what happened. I've praised Metaphor. What do you mean? I've always called it ID. Anyone else? Was it id or ID for you? Old Doom? Is it id or ID for you? I've always called it ID.
Of id Software.
He actually called it id Software.
Where more than 30 years ago, a small team of game developers
helped
ID. Define and set a course for first-person shooters. A lot has changed since then, but our team is as passionate as ever. And the most important values at the core of our games, innovation, craftsmanship, and performance, remain a priority for us to this day. And as you're about to see...
Exactly, it says ID.
Those values are infused in every aspect of this latest installment in the legendary Doom franchise. It is an honor to work on this game.
I don't know. I'm not that excited about it anymore. I love Doom 2016. I started playing Eternal, and I was like,
we're excited
it's
to share
good,
with
but
you
at the same time, I couldn't
at
get
our
into
most
it.
ambitious game yet. This is Doom: The Dark Ages.
Okay, before we get into this, and I'm sure the game would be great, I cannot stand it when they say this is my most ambitious game yet. Everybody says that, bro. That's the most obvious script. That's like going to an interview and saying I am highly motivational and inspirational, team working skills and all that. You know, it's like, you know, they always say that. They always say,
That
"Oh,
was
it's
so stupid. I mouthed the words.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know about the in-demand thing, but that's why we call it ID.
In Doom: The Dark Ages, you will feel like the superweapon in the center of a medieval war against hell. Set in a cinematic sci-fi fantasy world full of locations to explore, powerful weapons to unlock, and enemies to conquer. This is a prequel to Doom 2016, and that's given us the opportunity to reimagine every aspect of this experience. So if you're new to the franchise,
it's a prequel.
then Doom: The Dark Ages will be the perfect entry point
Oh, it's gonna set up while you wake up in the tomb at the beginning of the game. Okay.
the series. And if you're a longtime fan, then you'll be proud to see, in a lot of ways, the feel of the game is really a return to form. So let's break it down, starting with the combat. In Doom Eternal, you felt like a fighter jet. In Doom: The Dark Ages, you'll be an iron tank. Heavy, strong, but still fast. A grounded combat system with an emphasis on power over the acrobatics of Doom Eternal. And a balance between enemy projectiles
Oh, I'll
and
take it
player
back. I love
movement
Doom.
speed that makes
I love
strafing to
modern
aim
Doom as
viable
well,
again.
dude.
Just like in the
Just
classic
looking at it
Doom
makes it look so
but it's
fun.
not all about nostalgia. Innovation is the goal, always. And
True.
so for Doom: The Dark Ages, it's an all-new world with new tools and new mechanics to master. Let me introduce you to the Shield Saw. Block. Throw.
Okay, that looks fun.
Deflect. All from one input. It's
Shield only
contextual,
run incoming.
Tons of depth on a single button press.
The Marsh is Shield only one of
game to
Doom.
stand on its own as a unique experience. So in 2016, we asked you to run and gun. In Doom Eternal, it was jump and shoot. And in Doom: The Dark Ages, you're gonna stand and fight. And the Shield Saw will give you the strength to go head-to-head with some of the biggest, baddest demons we've ever created it in.
Is it still 150 gigabytes,
If you're gonna
Heroes?
stand and fight, then you gotta have something to follow up that opening parry with. How about an iron flail? Or maybe an electrified gauntlet? Or even a doom spiked mace? That's right, we have 3 melee options that are part of a melee
The
system.
mace looks fun.
All on one
The mace
input,
looks really
complete with
fun.
combos and upgrades, and it's totally awesome.
Way better than the chainsaw.
And you can finish off the demons now with an all-new, unsynced, completely in the player's control glory kill system.
Maybe we need to go
From
back and play
any
Eternal.
angle, in and out as you see fit, and it feels amazing. You'll feel unstoppable smashing your way through the horde with total
Wait, that's the level from the first game, right?
You'll feel
It's at the same place.
unstoppable smashing your way through
Maybe
the
you go
horde
there temporarily.
with total freedom. And that seems like a ton, but that's just 2 inputs. We got one more really important button that we haven't talked about yet. The trigger.
He's just mowing the lawn, bro. He just mowing
That's
the
right,
lawn.
we've saved the best for last. Doom has and always will be all about the guns, and Dark Ages has some of the most ridiculously powerful weapons that we've ever created. Mean, ancient, brutal torture machines built to butcher, impale, and shred the minions of hell with.
It still looks really fun though.
Only in Doom. That's the mission statement for the design of these never-before-seen, insanely fun-to-use tools of mayhem that only the Slayer has the power to wield. So let's take a look at some extended gameplay footage and see how these medieval mechanics
I agree with what you're saying,
the
though.
enemies and the
It still feels like
form
Doom.
the new combat loop for Doom: The Dark Ages.
I love how modern Doom feels like old Doom, but like in a modern way. I love games that can be reimagined in the right way. Watch this come out in April and I'm like, you have to call it a day. Seen a bit of Terrapic? This gun looks so fun. The mowing the lawn one. I'm still a shotgun fan though.
For the first time in an id game, we've made our combat more approachable and flexible than ever before, with a new difficulty system and sliders that will allow players to tune the speed and challenge of the game to whatever fits them best. You can slow things down or speed them up. It's a Doom for all Slayers.
And the gameplay doesn't end with just the Slayer. We finally have for you, you've been waiting for 2 games now, to get in and pilot your very own 30-story Atlas, which is a mech.
Oh my
it's the size
god.
Of a building. It's powerful.
Oh my god, dude, are you kidding me?
Gauntleted fists. And if that wasn't enough, we also have for you your very own fire-breathing Gatling gun-toting cybernetic dragon. Neither of these are one-and-done features either. They have a full suite of abilities and even mini-bosses. The spectacle is epic. The Power Fantasy is unlike anything we've made it in. And the combat systems behind these features are deep and tons of fun.
They just was like, go all in on the crazy. Anyone's got any crazy ideas? Mecha for Doom, Doom for Slayer? Alright, put it in.
Great combat to pull them through the experience.
Difficulty side is awesome.
So we're excited to share with you not just the gunplay, but the world of Doom: The Dark Ages. Your hero's journey will take you to the far reaches of the Doom universe. Mysterious worlds from the Slayer's past, dark forests, dungeons, ancient hellscapes, battlefields.
It does look fantastic.
And through exploration, you'll be unlocking new abilities and godlike powers every step of the way. Now armed with your trusty shield saw, you're gonna cut, leap, and smash your way through environments full of secrets and treasures. There's always something new waiting to be discovered or destroyed. Now let's take a closer look at just one of the many missions you'll experience in Doom: The Dark Ages. In this level, you will meet the enemy at the gates and save a city from certain destruction. Explore the medieval battlefield outside the castle walls, seeking out targets and enemy formations along the way to engage with as you see fit, with any gun you choose. Explore what is the largest play space ever in a Doom game, discovering secret caves and dungeon-like mines in search of vital resources. You control the pace of the game. Where you go, who you
It's
fight,
less linear than, well,
and the objectives you pursue.
as in it's still linear but per level, but like it's
a Doom sandbox full of war and riches.
Oh, you said the word sandbox. Oh,
Once
wait.
you've broken the enemy assault, head back to the main gates because the battle isn't over yet. And the soundtrack to your epic adventures will be composed by the award-winning team at Finishing Move, providing you with a metal soundscape that's loaded with guitars, medieval vibes, and pure adrenaline. You'll feel like you're expanding the legend of the Slayer with every mission you complete.
I'm a bit sorry about the Victorian thing, so, yeah.
And speaking of that legend, the story of Doom: The Dark Ages, like everything else in the game, is big. It's a summer blockbuster event with everything on the line, and you are the star of the show. Your power is coveted by your enemies and withheld from your allies. With the Slayer imprisoned at the start of our story,
having an issue with people doing music here, but
good and evil is shifting, and time is running out. It's a new story and the perfect entry point for new players. It's easier to access now as we've taken the narrative out of the codex and into the cutscenes, featuring new characters, old allies, and powerful new villains. And for returning players, it leads directly into the Doom 2016 Slayer's Testaments. It's an action story worthy of the Slayer's legend.
It's kind of like Halo Reach to the Halo 1, you know? Seems like kind of a cool idea.
We've got 10 years of making modern Doom games together, and we've done better with every game we've made.
The hope with all this, the goal,
the production, bro.
is to
the
give
walk
players
towards
an
you.
experience that's as fun to play as it was to make. And make something that's good enough to become
Let everyone follow
the
these
best
two
game
guys.
id has ever made.
But that is for you to decide. When Doom: The Dark Ages releases...
How many people? How many people were working on Expedition 33 as opposed to the size of this team? Putting out differences. In May. Sorry, I can't play it. I'll be playing Expedition 33. May the 15th. Looks good though. Looks good. At least I acknowledge it. All these games are on PS5 on this show now. I mean, Ninja Gaiden looked amazing. Expedition 33 is the game that I've been waiting for since last year. So that game wins out. I'm picking that game over any game. Maze. So these don't clash. What other games coming out this year? Any extras? Just at the end of the show. The production of from the teams is pretty good though.
I cannot move.
This is so like
You will feel like the superweapon in the center of a medieval war against hell.
All of Hazel's powers are designed around textile crafting and spinning wheels. The combat system is built around chaining attacks and unraveling enemies.
Our reactive turn-based system.
I can't wait for this game, dude. Oh man, I'm so excited for Expedition 33.
And dynamism.
And Ninja Gaiden looks amazing, dude. Ninja Gaiden is very up my street. There's only one game that's not coming out on PlayStation this whole show, by the way. Just saying that there's only one game that's not coming out on the PlayStation this entire showcase. And it was South of Midnight. At least that's part I picked up. All these games all had the PS5 in it, so... You know, what can you say? What's this 25 mean? Oh, did they just abruptly cut off the thing? Okay, they abruptly cut off the thing. But yeah, that's the Xbox Direct Developer January showcase. As you guys already know, super excited for Expedition 33. As you can tell from my excitement, I'm super excited to see that game, and I'll be playing that on day one. Big fan of supporting that team, and that, you know, they're like, you know, they remind me of like me growing up playing the same kind of JRPGs, and I kind of want to see what they've cooked. Also, you know, just the story, the gameplay, everything's gone into it. Everything I've seen of it looks amazing. That'll probably the last thing I look at on stream, or even just look into Expedition 33. I probably now hide away for any spoilers and stuff like that, or any future trailers for Expedition 33. I'll probably avoid now. Or I won't go out of my way to look for, and this is in a showcase kind of thing. Just because I want to go in the rest of it blind now. Ninja Gaiden 4 looked amazing, looks really fun. I hope they just keep the different. All I say is a game that's fantastic. Just make sure it's still a difficult game, because Ninja Gaiden traditionally was the hard game on back in the day. Well, Doom is Doom. You know, Doom is just pure fun, and South of Midnight is, I think, it's an interesting concept. Only 4 games, but you know, at least they just, instead of putting Riff Raff, they just put 4 games and focus on that. So that's fine. I think that's fine. Thanks, Exos.